Pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Nerf Secrets Revealed. So what I got here to talk about today is, simply put, quite a lot about the new and upcoming products that are going to be featured in the Super lineup and the Keen lineup, both of which are realistically known as Elite 2.0 and Hyper. But yet again, this is where I should mention that the 4-part episode in which that I've discussed so much about trademarks and names and the like in regards to Nerf related products and all that, it was just that important. So that's why they're going to be known officially as Super and Keen. But that's not ultimately the point here that I'm making. The point of me talking about those again is that, well, simply put, there actually is a lot that we're seeing on the wiki page at this moment. The Nerf official wiki page on the fandom website simply states that as of now, we're currently going to be getting at least 6 different blasters as part of the new Super lineup, including the Turbine, the Warden, and a few others. And as for the Keen lineup, well, there's about 4 of them, as far as we know. And the only reason why I managed to figure that whole entire thing out is not only because of how many leaks have come about because of all those blasters, but I've also managed to discover a leaks page. I guess I should talk a little more about that later, but at this point in time, I'd say that Super and Keen are pretty much going to be some more staples here for 2020. Especially during this second half that we have left for the entire year itself. And maybe then, at the same time that the Ultra lineup is growing and that the Alpha Strike lineup is also growing, and at the same time everything else is pretty much growing as well, there's a good chance that we might have some more to come alongside those 2 new lineups. But as of right now, the Super lineup and the Keen lineup themselves, they're pretty much distinguished, with the Super lineup, for example, having that nice old teal and orange sort of color scheme, which is very reminiscent of Elite, which it had blue, white, and orange, and occasionally black and gray as well. But Super pretty much takes it a little bit more simplistic and just puts in only teal and orange. That's it. But I guess we should be expecting a lot of them, because there have been some claims in which that they're just simply reskins and the like, but most of the ones that I've seen so far, they don't necessarily look like any of older blasters that we got. And that's pretty much good news, because the Super lineup itself, Elite 2.0, if any of you are trying to find out what I'm saying, just so happens to be a new lineup. It is essentially supposed to be more superior than the Elite lineup, of course, which had been around since 2012, and even into more recent times, we still do get Elite blasters every now and then. Like in more recent times, we got ourselves the Elite Trilogy, Colossatron, and Shell Strike. And I tell you, there's a good chance that Elite might actually stick around at the same time that Super might be around, but as for the Hyper lineup or Keen lineup, the Keen lineup itself still shrouds itself in a little bit of mystery. Although we were given a few hints as to what it could potentially be like, such as those ammo refill packs. Apparently, Keen ammo is gonna be a lot different than many others that we've seen already. Seeing as the quantity of these refill packs in the Keen lineup that have yet to be showcased on leaked images or whatnot, they could be very, very small. They could probably be very akin to maybe an X dart or even a Stefan dart that has been cut down to about this length itself. There's no real way of knowing at the moment, because after all, it's not even out yet. And because Super and Ultra and Alpha Strike are pretty much at the core of what Hasbro is intending on expanding even further than where it is now, there's still a good chance that other stuff might come about soon as possible. But there aren't really more than just 6 different blasters for the new Super lineup and 4 for the Keen lineup itself. But until we get some news about whether or not they're going to be expanding with more blasters for each of them, I guess we'll wait and find out. I'll certainly do my part to keep updating every one of you on these pretty big things out there, but if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.